fall in love with the invisible. The source of all love is the divine, which is unseen and beyond the senses. Lovers don't finally meet somewhere, they're in each other all along. Falling in love with the invisible means to recognize this hidden reality within all things, to see beyond appearances and love the essence. The more one attunes the heart to the invisible world, the more beauty pours through every form. Real love doesn't cling to form. It is a vision that penetrates veils. 2. Die before you die. This is the essence of ego death. Rumi says, die. Die in this love. If you die in this love, your soul will be renewed. Before physical death, let the false self die so the true self can live. When illusions fall, what remains is timeless. Dying before dying is the art of spiritual awakening, of letting go of control, identity, and fear so that what is eternal can be revealed within you. 3. Close your eyes to see with the inner eye. The outer eye sees illusion, the inner eye sees truth. Rumi says, the eye goes blind when it only wants to see why. True vision is inward. Close the eyes of the world so the eye of the soul can awaken to the deeper pattern behind existence. The spiritual path is not about adding more, but about removing the veils that keep you from seeing what has always been there. 4. Become the beloved you seek. Rumi reminds us, you have to keep breaking your heart until it opens. The longing for the beloved is, in truth, a call to become the beloved, to polish the heart until it reflects divine beauty. What you seek is not separate from you. It is your own potential waiting to be realized. Every breath of longing is a reminder that the beloved is already within. Stop looking outside for the divine, and instead let it rise from your own being. 5. Burn yourself in the fire of truth. Truth is a fire that consumes illusions. Try to be a sheet of paper with nothing on it. Be a spot of ground where nothing is growing, where something might be planted. Burn all falseness, and truth will grow. The ego resists the flames, but the soul is born from them. If you truly want freedom, you must be willing to lose every lie you've used to protect yourself from seeing clearly. 6. The wound is the place where the light enters. Our deepest wounds are sacred. Don't get lost in your pain. Know that one day your pain will become your cure. Pain is the crack through which grace pours. Every ache becomes an opening when met with awareness. The pain is not against you. It is the divine surgeon carving space for healing and revelation. 7. Let the heart break. It's how the light gets in. Pain and heartbreak are not accidents in the Sufi path. They are initiations. Rumi writes, the wound is the place where the light enters you. When the heart breaks, its shell of ego is cracked, allowing the light of awareness to enter. Rather than resist, the seeker welcomes the break as a blessing. The broken heart becomes a chalice that can hold the wine of love. 8. Let silence be your roar. In silence lies the greatest strength. Rumi writes, silence is the language of God, all else is poor translation. Be still and let your presence speak louder than words. The silent one is filled with the voice of eternity. Power doesn't always need sound. It arrives like a fragrance, recognized but unseen. 9. Silence is the language of God. Words divide, silence unites. In silence there is eloquence. Stop weaving and see how the pattern improves. Wisdom speaks in stillness. The most powerful transformations happen not in argument, but in quiet recognition. This silence is not emptiness. It is a rich fullness where truth is heard beyond the mind. 10. Love is the bridge between you and everything. Love unites what ego separates. Rumi's vision of love dissolves boundaries. With a life as short as a half-taken breath, don't plant anything but love. Through love, we realize the unity of all beings. This bridge is not made of effort, but of surrender. When love leads, the path disappears, and only the merging remains. 11. What you seek is seeking you, so be still. You are not a beggar before the universe. Rumi says, as you start to walk on the way appears. What you seek has already set out to find you. There is no need to strive endlessly. Be still and make room. The divine always meets the heart that has emptied itself of noise. The pause you resist may be the exact place where grace wishes to enter. 12. Don't get lost in the words. Touch the essence. Language is only a symbol, never the truth itself. Rumi says, words are a pretext. It is the inner bond that draws one person to another, not words. Don't mistake the finger for the moon. Go beyond the teachings, beyond the metaphors, and feel what they point toward in your own being. Essence lives in silence, stillness, and the presence that words only circle around. 13. Seek no return, only give. Love that seeks reward is not love, it is transaction. Rumi teaches, be like a tree and let the dead leaves drop. Give your love, your care, your presence, not because of what you'll get back, but because giving is who you are. In the divine economy, every pure gift returns, but only when you've forgotten it was given. 14. Don't move the way that fear makes you move. Fear always rushes, it pushes you into false urgency and away from truth. Rumi warns, move, but don't move the way fear makes you move. True movement arises from inner peace, from alignment, from the soul's knowing. Let your steps be sacred, not panicked. Choose love over defense. 15. Every particle has a secret. Listen. The entire universe is whispering the name of the beloved. Rumi says, everything in the universe is within you. Ask all from yourself. Nature, your body, your breath, all are verses in the divine poem. If you listen with stillness, you will hear teachings in trees, stars, and silence. 16. Dissolve into the wine of love. To drink the wine of love is to lose yourself joyfully. Rumi says, I want to see you. Know your voice, recognize you when you first come round the corner. Love melts the boundaries of the self until only union remains. When you dissolve, you don't disappear. You become more truly yourself than ever before. 17. When the soul lies down in that grass, even the wind obeys. There is a field beyond all judgment and identity. Rumi invites us there. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right-doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. When the soul surrenders fully, the world begins to reflect your peace. Even the wind softens in the presence of that stillness. 18. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the ocean in a drop. You are not a small part of something greater. You are the whole expressing itself in form. Rumi reminds us, you were born with wings. Why prefer to crawl through life? Everything you see outside lives inside. Recognize the ocean of divinity reflected in your single wave. 19. Every lover is a mirror. We love others only to discover ourselves. Rumi says, the minute I heard my first love story, I started looking for you, not knowing how blind that was. Lovers don't finally meet somewhere. They're in each other all along. Every beloved is a mirror reflecting what is unfinished, unhealed, and divine in us. 20. God turns you from one feeling to another. Trust the turning. You are being sculpted moment by moment. Rumi says, be like a tree and let the dead leaves drop. Don't cling to emotions. They are waves passing through you, not definitions of you. Trust the hand that stirs your inner tides. It knows what it's doing. 21. Stop acting so small. You are the universe in ecstasy. Why do you shrink from your own light? Rumi proclaims. Don't you know yet? It is your light that lights the worlds. The universe dances in your very being. When you step into your full presence, the whole cosmos rejoices. 22. Let the reed flute cry, that's where the soul speaks. The reed flute is the soul's lament, separated from its source. Rumi begins his Masnavi with its weeping song. Listen to the reed and the tale it tells. Your longing, your ache, your tears. They are music composed by your soul, calling you home. 23. Be grounded, like the earth, and flowing like the sea. True power is balance. Rumi invites us to root ourselves like the earth. Strong, patient, holding everything without complaint, and to move like the sea, ever adapting, fluid and embracing. The grounded soul is not rigid but calm, and the flowing one is not chaotic but wise. Together these qualities create a human being who moves through life with deep strength and quiet grace. 24. There is a voice that doesn't use words. Hear it. Not all knowing comes in language. Rumi says, there is a voice that doesn't use words. Listen. This is the voice of the heart, the soul, the divine whisper in silence. To hear it, you must go beyond the noise of the world and your own thoughts. It speaks in intuition, in breath, in presence. 25. You were born for this burning. Rumi never feared the fire of transformation. He embraced it. Don't get lost in your pain. Know that one day your pain will become your cure. You were born to burn in the fire of love, not to be destroyed, but to be refined. This burning removes what is false until only your essence remains. 26. Become nothing, and everything is given. Paradox lies at the heart of spiritual truth. Rumi teaches, I have been a seeker, and I still am, but I stopped asking the books and the stars. I started listening to the teaching of my soul. When you become nothing, free from identity, pride and expectation, you become a vessel for the divine. Everything flows to the empty heart. 27. This moment is your teacher. You need not search far for wisdom. Rumi reminds us, try not to resist the changes that come your way. Instead, let life live through you. The present moment contains all the lessons, all the reflections, all the doors to awakening, if you stay with it fully, without escape. 28. Be love, not the lover. To be the lover is still to be in duality. To be love is to embody the source itself. Rumi calls us beyond roles. Don't grieve. Anything you lose comes round in another form. Don't cling to the identity of the one who loves. Dissolve into love itself, which gives and receives all without separation. 29. Go beyond good and bad. Be like the sun. Judgment divides the world. Rumi says, be like the sun for grace and mercy. The sun shines on all without distinction. When you go beyond labelling things as good or bad, you begin to act from divine awareness rather than personal opinion. You become a force of light, impartial and nourishing. 30. Be a candle, not a judge. The world needs warmth, not more opinions. Rumi encourages us to be a source of illumination. Be like a candle, give light and burn up in giving. Let your presence melt coldness in others. Don't focus on what people deserve. Offer what they need to awaken. 31. There is no other. All faces are one. Separation is an illusion. Rumi writes, why struggle to open a door between us when the whole wall is an illusion? Every face you meet is another expression of the beloved. To see this is to live in constant reverence. 32. Polish the mirror of the heart until it reflects only the beloved. The heart is a mirror. Rumi says, if you are irritated by every rub, how will your mirror be polished? Every challenge in life is a cloth in the hand of God. Let it polish you until all you reflect is beauty, love, and light. 33. In the end, all paths led to the one. No path is wasted when walked with sincerity. Rumi reminds us, come, come, whoever you are. Ours is not a caravan of despair. Whether you stumble, dance, crawl, or fly, if your heart is open, you are on the path to the one. All rivers, after all, flow to the same ocean.